All right, so this is the quiz tutorial. I'm starting out here on the syllabus, looking at the section on quizzes. So each week there will be a quiz associated with each chapter. Each quiz will have 10 questions on it. And these 10 questions are worth 1 point each, and they will be pulled randomly from a test bank that was created by the textbook publisher. Um, the the quizzes can be taken an unlimited number of times during the week. Each time you take the quiz, you have 12 minutes to take the quiz. And then after the quiz, there is an 8-minute grace period where you cannot retake the quiz. And after that 8-minute grace period, you are then free to retake the quiz again. And so the best strategy for taking each weekly quiz is to first go through and do the readings, watch the online lecture, and then with your textbook open, take the quiz. You don't want to be spending a lot of that 12 minutes hunting around for the right answers. You're going to waste a lot of time doing that. Just take the quiz the best you can, and then when you submit the quiz, it'll show you what answers you got wrong, but it won't tell you what the right answer is. So the strategy is during that 8-minute grace period, go back to your book and look up the answers to the questions that you got wrong. Write those down in your notes, and then take the quiz again. Right? Now, if you go through this process, ultimately you could earn a 100% on every single quiz. And I like this process because if you get a question wrong, that means that you probably didn't get that information the first time around when you were reading it. And so this method will allow you to go back and pick up things that you might have missed the first time around. So I'm going to go through to Moodle and I'll just sort of walk you through what these quizzes look like. So you're going to want to go to Moodle. You're going to want to go to Our Class, and you're going to want to click on the Week 1 quiz. Oh, right, I'm still in instructor mode. Hold on, let me just set myself to be a student. Okay. So when you click on the quiz, it'll show you when the quiz opens, when the quiz closes. All quizzes and discussions will have a deadline of Sundays at 11:55 or 59 p.m. I'd like to make it 59, but sometimes the system sometimes Moodle's weird about that. But all the deadlines for the quizzes and discussions will be Sundays at essentially midnight. Once you're ready to take the quiz, you can click Attempt Quiz Now. It'll say Start Attempt. And you'll see a bunch of questions. These questions will be randomly pulled from a test bank. The quiz questions for this week are questions about the syllabus, questions about the tutorials, just to make sure that you guys are all on the same page. So I'm just going to answer a couple of these to show you what this looks like on the next screen. We're going to click the Next button. I didn't answer all of them. When you're satisfied, notice you get your timer down here. You can click Submit and Finish. Submit and Finish. And then it'll show you your scores. So on this quiz, I got 0 out of 10 because I didn't answer 8 of them, and the 2 that I didn't answer, I answered wrong. Now, once you click Submit, now you have this 8-minute grace period. This is when you can go back and you can look up the answers to the questions that you got wrong. When you click Finish Review, so you've looked up the answers to all the questions you got wrong, you've written them down in your notes, you can click Finish Review, and now it'll show you your attempt. And it'll also show you right here when you can take the quiz again. Okay, so ideally you spend more than 8 minutes looking up the answers to the questions you got wrong, and you can just click Retake the quiz right here. One thing to keep in mind is that the system will only keep your highest score, right? So if you got an 8 out of 10 on this quiz and you want to try again for those 2 extra points, and you take it again and you get a 5 out of 10, well, it's still going to keep that original 8 out of 10 that you had the first time. Okay, so there's no penalty for that. Also be aware that I do, in this class, we do not have a final exam. Instead, what I have is what's called Quiz Amnesty Week. So at the end of the semester, instead of a final exam, all of the quizzes from the entire semester will reopen for 1 week only. And you can go back and you can retake any of those quizzes that, maybe you didn't have as much time that particular week to work on the quizzes you'd like. Or, maybe something happened and you just forgot about it and you didn't get a quiz done that week. You can retake those during Quiz Amnesty Week. So that's it for quiz tutorial. If you have questions or if you have problems with your browser, internet browser, sometimes students have problems with their browser, or if you answer a question and you know that the question is right, but the textbook manufacturer says that the question is wrong, email me and let me know about those issues, and I can get those things taken care of right away.